Hey everybody, and welcome back to BerCrew Studios Plays EU4. I'm your host Nems, here today with Bob from Maniacal Studios. Say hello, Bob.
Hello.
You didn't say it weird like I did.
I'm just not a weird guy.
Oh wow, that is so inaccurate.
I know.
So we're back in our Italy face punches the world campaign, which is probably what we should have called this. Hey, if you guys like the series, by the way, leave a like down below. Helps out a great deal. Some search results, and we really appreciate the feedback. And comment. And did I mention subscribe? But also comment. We love
yes,
feedback.
Please.
Love it.
I was actually getting some really good feedback for my polling campaign that I was doing recently.
Yeah, I would say in general, starting to get a lot of good comments. A lot of recommendations, too, on what to do. Someone actually suggested for our next multiplayer to do one of us as Austria the Emperor and the other as another power trying to destroy the HRE.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, the Emperor keeping the Empire together and someone else ripping it apart. I was like, that's fascinating. I mean, I know we kind of know what our next one's going to be, but you know, trying to gather some ideas, so...
So if one's Austria, who would the other one be?
That's where it gets difficult.
Because Austria is in a super fantastic position at the start.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose would it have to be within the HRE, the other power?
So here's the thing. Yeah, I would think that to me, what would be the best is to have the other person a major power in the HRE. So maybe Bohemia,
Austria,
or Brandenburg, or something Bavaria, even, right? And with the rule that the Emperor can't just attack the other player. The only time the Emperor can attack the other player is with, you know, with an Imperial Liberation CB. Because you know that would let the other player kind of run rampant through HRE, except for when the Emperor is able to keep him from doing that. That's the only way I could really think of it work.
A good candidate, I think, for that would probably be Poland then.
Well, they're not in the HRE, so that'd be kind of the exact opposite of what we just talked about.
Oh, well, okay, I thought we were talking about exterior powers.
Oh, no, I meant specifically interior power. Like, I think that's what would make it interesting, is because the Empire would be, or the Emperor would be somewhat, you'd have to operate within the HRE mechanics, whereas if you're an external power, Austria can just ally France and then go beat you up if you're Poland, right? So I would think it'd be more interesting long term if it was Austria and like maybe Bohemia, right? You got the one guy trying to keep the empire as it is, and the other guy trying to consolidate the empire. If that makes sense,
right?
But you would have to have some ground rules around what you can and can't do. And like I said, I think, you know, one of those should be, you know, you can only use an Imperial Liberation to declare war on the other player as the Emperor. That way you can't just, you know, abuse the good start and a big ally in the beginning. So, do I want to tech up? Oh, do I want to tech up? I guess I should.
Well, the answer there is always yes.
Well, it's not always yes, but it is this time. I'm still plowing through my fourth idea, but I've only got 2 more left on the Diplo idea. The next one will give me Naval Leader Maneuvers +2, which nobody cares about. And then Blockade Efficiency +50. And then we get to find out about this whole ships can repair when in coastal sea zones thing, which I'm very interested to see how that works. Alright, so... I could go to war with France and not actually do anything to them. Like, not take land. I could just start breaking them apart. That's a thing.
Well, I would take land.
I would too, but obviously my AE right now is problematic. So Spain, who are you allied with? Hungary, who pretty much doesn't exist. Brittany, who's Cologne, who's just got their butts kicked. Styria and Mantua. Well... It'd cause some problems with my Italian neighbor here, but I'm gonna have to carve my way through those 2 guys at some point here. All right, how are we doing on force limit? Are we maxed? We are not. We have 2 more force limit now. Oh crap. Get there, you're gonna kill all my guys.
At the very least, I mean, you have control of 75% of your node already, but Languedoc and Narbona are both in your trade node still.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I want to take land from the French. I just don't. I have a lot of AE right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to start cutting Spain down to size because Spain really owns a lot more of my trade node than France. Because they've got the islands, Sicily, and then Sardinia, and then they've got all the Aragonese land.
Yep.
La da da. Corsica, yeah, Rome. Rebels, you pain in the butt, you. So, how's the Poland campaign going?
Well, I just finished it, and actually, I think the last episode of that will come out before this one airs. But spoilers then for anyone doesn't, because I can't math right now on which one's coming out when, for what reason, and why. But anyway, so I made some poor missteps in that one. It actually all started with an event I got, which what it was is that one of my subject nations had a buffoon leading it, and I had the option to put a new ruler in there, which I didn't realize, or it wasn't telegraphed to me, that country would be Lithuania. So what happened was that Poland lost the PU with Lithuania.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that of itself isn't necessarily too big of a deal. And I had a CB at that point because I chose the option to put the ruler in there. I didn't know that was going to release the nation from under me. I probably should have, but so I had the CB then to restore the Union, which I took it, and promptly got my butt kicked by Lithuania. Despite the fact I had a PU with Brandenburg, I still had both my my vassals, the Teutonic Order and Moldavia. Handily got beaten, handily, and I decided to check out some peace options, and there was one of the options was to cede to them a personal union. Now, in my mind, I was thinking, well, it's you can't fall under a personal union being the player, which is not true. You can,
Very much so.
as I found out, because I chose that option, unfortunately, and I actually decided to call the game there because it was just oh my gosh, do I really want to dig myself out of this hole?
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I mean, it's interesting because if you've ever played a Sweden or Norway campaign, you start as a personal union and you have to actually get your independence out of there. So that would have been the next natural step. But depending on your diplomatic situation, that could be rough. I tell you,
it would have been a lot of time and effort to get there. That's for sure.
So so I've got two other series going right now. One that's getting close to wrapping up, which is the Cologne into Westphalia, and then that one, France is a 1-province minor, and Muscovy is a 2-province minor. Riga, little Riga up there by Livonian, has eaten almost all the Livonian into most of Muscovy, northern Muscovy, and they reached all the way to the north, the seas in the Arctic there. It's the biggest Riga I've ever seen in my life. Unbelievable.
That's pretty impressive.
And then my second campaign, I don't know if you've seen any of that one, the Hungary campaign. That's been
I have not yet.
Really interesting so far. That is I knew that was going to be challenging going in, but boy, the Ottomans are scary. Boy, the Ottomans are scary. Even early game, man, they are brutal.
My next one, I actually got a request to do Byzantium.
Oh, yeah. Byzantium's good. I mean, unfortunately, Byzantium, sometimes you have to start 3-4 times to get there, but it's really cool if you can pull that off. I've got a few requests for my next one. One recent one was to do Scotland and then kind of blob through all of England, 13 colonies, Scandinavia, which would be weird and interesting. I had the request to do the Austrian Good Emperor thing, which I think might actually be what I do, be the Good Emperor. And there's one other that I can't even remember anymore. But yeah, the idea behind the Austrian one would be to actually do the recapture Italy, keep everything happy in the empire and keep as many princes alive as possible. Which is normally the exact opposite of what Austria does. Because Austria almost never goes after Italy, and then they start blobbing through central Germany.
Well, supposedly that in 1.15, that was one of the behaviors that was supposed to be fixed, wasn't it?
It's supposed to be. I don't know if it actually was. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't know if it was in the sense that it's not been addressed in the patch notes, but I don't know how effective that's been.
Hooray, I got my alliance back with the Commonwealth.
Yay.
Holy crap, they have 83,000 rebels.
That's a little bit. Oh, baby, look at these provinces. I just built 3 training fields that's going to get me like 3,000 manpower. Oh.
Ooh, there you go.
What is your manpower at nowadays?
Well, my maximum is 43,000. Which I've got about half of that in reserve.
I'm almost maxed out right now. Which tells me it's time for more war, I think. That's what that means, right? Your manpower's almost full, it's time to go to war. Portugal is no longer a valid rival for... I can't rival Portugal anymore. They're no longer valid.
Portugal has 21,000 rebels in it.
So I guess I have to rival England and Spain. Well, that's fun. Oh boy. Alright, here's another Diplo. One more idea and then I get my maritime done. Yeah, so I'm thinking France, honestly. I think France is the logical.
Yeah, you don't want to eat at the Papal State first?
I mean, the thing is, like, they're not going to be hard to eat up whenever I decide to. You know? Like, it's never going to be hard. Whereas, if France gets some bigger allies, they could be harder to chew through. So, I'm stuck between that. You know, yeah, I'd logically like to chew through the Papal States, but at the same time, France is allied to Scotland and has how many troops? 12,000. That will actually be the easier war. That's the sad
against
thing.
France. Oh, France, how far you've fallen.
Once you were mighty, and now you're mighty sad. As these,
I wonder what Spain has got going on.
they're not allied to anyone I care about, to be honest with you.
Hungary, Brittany, Cologne, Styria, Mantua, which is me.
Right.
You don't care about me? Is that it? They're trying to say?
I'm hoping you would join me in my crusade against the Spanish infidels. Those
Infidels?
horrible,
oh, that's right. We're Protestant. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We're Protestant. They're Catholic.
Those heretics. Those horrible heretics. Catholic.
Catholicism was actually split down the middle.
We must bring the Protestant faith to the Iberian Peninsula.
Yes.
Look at that. Scandinavia all the way down. You're right. That's a pretty nice split right there. There's that first revolt. I'm just waiting for some revolts to come in so I can not have all them pop off in the middle of a war. Alright, now go over to Rome where those stupid Catholics are gonna revolt again. But I can't I can't convert them, which is really, really irritating. You know what? I'm gonna fire.
Oh, the English Civil War finally popped.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Oh, yep. There you go, Royalists. Your 8 transports, by the way, are still hanging out right off my coast. Just as a
let's deal with that. Let's put them down here. Actually, I could totally dock in your port.
Yeah. You got. I think you're paying me docking rights.
Yep. Gonna sit them there. Mothball them too.
All right. What do you think? France or Papal States? I mean, I could go Papal States. It's not like that's an issue.
We're at me. mean, the Papal State isn't really a threat anyway. I mean, really, it's what do you think? What border do you think is going to look the prettiest when you're done? That's the question. That's the question you're asking yourself. Or asking me to answer for you.
I want to start seeing it stretch towards the Iberian Peninsula. That's what I want to see. I want to see that nice green wrap around the Mediterranean east. You know,
well,
the Mediterranean
you and Spain are rivaled right now, right?
We are, and they're at war with France.
Actually, yes, they are.
They're at war with France.
So there you go. Your border's going to come a lot sooner than you think it is.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I mean,
so now would be the time then to jump in on a war against France and take territory from them, especially since Spain is going after them.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's what I think.
I agree with you. All right.
Now was the time to strike.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, it's not like it's going to be a hard war either, especially with Spain in the mix.
You gonna fire at all? Let's get off of the island here. Need to move my troops off and then see if I need to raise autonomy or do some sort of unrest nonsense on this Corsica island so that these things don't fire while I'm at war. Looks like my Neapolitan separatists are gonna fire here any second though. I guess that is what it is.
Where's that at?
Salerno, Cosenza, Calabria, down at the tip of the boot. Alright, France has 8,000 troops. Bum, 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 bum.
Well, I will stand on those territories if you just want to go fight France.
That's fine. I'm just getting my troops off Corsica so I can... Well, I might as well just declare on them. You want me to leave you out of this war?
No, you can call me in.
Alright. And I'm going to take Languedoc.
Oh no, we're fighting Scotland! Ah.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever we're gonna do.
Gonna cower in fear? Question mark?
God, those 70 ships just running around the Mediterranean. And Spain knows what they can do.
Yes. Yeah, that, Do love that, not gonna lie. Loving the naval projection. I almost want to declare war on Spain just to be like, get out of the war!
Just leave. Well, how many troops does Spain have? Because they just fought, they have 36,000 with like almost no manpower too.
Yeah. Who are their allies?
Well, France is going to get divided up amongst probably you, Spain, and Brittany.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because I can't. It's not like I can eat up a whole bunch of France right now. But I will want to. Oh, that's weird. Stupid pathing. But I will want to. You know, I'm gonna have to go to war with Spain for some of that anyway. So, me and Spain are just not gonna be friends at all. Yay, gain 10 random Navy tradition. My naval tradition's 45.8 now. Holy crap. I'm gonna take a...
You are just so dangerous on the sea, you know that?
Yeah, I have a fleet admiral too, I forgot. He's a 122. Ottomans canceled military access. I'm gonna cry. No, don't
It's a sad day.
Don't do it. Anything but that. Brittany is about to get real big though, aren't they?
Yep. Well, I think they're probably the war leader against France.
Yeah, who is this? Second Britain conquest of Orleans. So yeah, they are. Well, I'm not gonna help.
Oh, hey, look at that! The Ottomans just warned me.
Ugh. You and that Ottoman problem, man. The struggle is real.
Struggle is friggin' real.
I
So
agree.
that means I can't go to war with Styria, Bavaria, Augsburg. I can't go to war against Augsburg if I wanted to.
You can or you can't.
I can. Well, I can. I just can't get a claim for the Ottomans not to be involved. That is.
There you go. All right, so
Get.
come on. Let's see what this peace deal is going to look like. So definitely want those two. That'll give me a coalition of Savoy, the Papal States, Austria, France, Lorraine, Spain, Württemberg, Styria. That's probably a bad idea.
Württemberg, Styria, they're the only two you'd have to worry about. Styria is tiny, and Württemberg is also tiny. They're both two provinces.
Well, it's the all of them together that's an issue.
Who all is in there?
Savoy, Papal States, Austria, France, Spain, Lorraine.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, you could just sit there and occupy the territory until some more of that wears off.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing a little bit of that.
Before, frankly, just to be able to block Brittany from taking territory, because Brittany's going to be the next France.
Yeah, you're starting to cut out real bad. We're going to have to deal with that between episodes, which comes right now.
Oh, man.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.